To do something kind of fun, something kind of silly, but it's for a great cause, and it's really demonstrating a very serious subject. We're talking MS, and we have Dennis joining us with us. Dennis, I guess come on in here. We'll get you over here. Tell us, what are we doing here today?
Well, MS is a multifactorial condition, and you might have one or two symptoms, you might have 5 or 6 symptoms. And today we have Ballsy. We got flippers on him to show how gait is affected by multiple sclerosis. We also have him wearing rubber gloves to do up his shirt, to show numbness in the fingers. Dexterity is affected, balance is affected, and visual inscuity. We have him wearing glasses with one blacked out, so it's hard to see sometimes with multiple sclerosis. So
now let's look them up and down here. Okay.
Dennis, listen, Dennis. I really hope, I pray, and I trust you have complete confidence that this is for a good cause. Because it takes many drinks for me to dress up like this normally. But actually, what's interesting about this is I have and I'm not going to mention any names. I have a classmate that was just diagnosed with MS. They thought it was meningitis for the longest time because of numbness and everything going on, and then it was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and it just turned 40 years old. She just turned 40, so she's going through this right now, so it's kind of timely.
Well, they say per capita, Saskatchewan is MS hits us real hard.
is one of the highest per capita in Canada for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and it's interesting. You talk about the gloves. I'm going to try to do up my. Do up the shirt they gave me here. By the way, can I keep the shirt? I kind of like it.
It's better than the blouses you
It's funny when you touch a button or touch a shirt, you have that, that comfortable, familiar feel, but it's really, it is really hard to do this, and it is, it puts an interesting spin and appreciation on what you can do in your normal life, for sure.
It definitely demonstrates the day-to-day, and I mean, this is something we all, you get up in the morning, you put your shirt on, you brush your teeth, you look in the mirror, and I mean, you can tell even right now, I think you look better than you usually do right now, but
I've seen him.
Thanks, Dennis. No,
your vision's probably better.
Well, you know what? It's funny. They say take off the glasses and put on these glasses. Well, I'm diabetic, so if I have my glasses off, I'm bad. But I can tell you that your depth perception's all off, and of course the one side's blocked off. Now you told me I should spin around and do a little test here.
When you're walking, lift your foot. It's to simulate what we call drop foot. When you pick your foot up, your foot automatically drops, so you start to stumble.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to walk here forward, and I got this flipper on, and I'm already dizzy. Yep. And that does make a lot of sense.
How would you feel walking down the street like that?
You know what?
Right.
To be honest with you, you'd feel uneasy. But the first thing that popped into my mind, embarrassed.
Yeah.
That might sound bad, but embarrassed, especially when we talk about my friend. She's a active 40-year-old woman that nothing's wrong with her. Then all of a sudden you almost look like you're drunk.
Yeah,
people look at you like you're a goofball.
People have mistaken us for being drunk.
Sure.
I know one person I was talking to. They said they were in Walmart, and for some reason they just kind of started losing their balance because it came off a sudden, and people were looking at her, and she was embarrassed, and she was trying to get out of Walmart, trying to get back to her car.
Right.
Because she was so embarrassed. But these symptoms come on with no warning.
And you can have good and bad weeks too.
Oh yeah, you can have good and bad days, you can have good and bad weeks, and so like I said, there is lots of different symptoms, but not necessarily you're going to suffer from all of the symptoms at the same time.
We began this interview kind of joking, and I look better than I normally do, and you know what? It does kind of like goofy, but it brings to light what people go through with MS, and definitely, Chad, MS is no laughing matter, so let's make sure we support the cause for sure.
Right, and you guys also have one day in May coming up, right?
Yes, one day in May is MS month here in Saskatchewan and across Canada, and we have a World MS Day too. So
that's May 29th.
May 29th. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, as you can tell, this is something that I wouldn't want to live with. I mean, you can see all of the effects that it has on a person, and really, it's sad, but it's a reality we face here in Saskatchewan. And let's get a cure for it. Let's get some funds. Let's get some awareness out there.
Thanks very much.
Perfect.
Thanks.